guys, it's Jerica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing an inspired makeup tutorial from the Los Angeles Lakers due to Kobe Bryant and Gigi and their tragic death. Today is February 24th, so it was the day of their memorial, so I wanted to kind of do like a little dedication, even though she wasn't part of the Lakers, of course. I just wanted to do a makeup look inspired by that, and I came up with a double cut crease. So this is definitely something I've never done before. This was my first time ever trying to do a double cut crease, and it actually doesn't look too bad. It's not perfect, but it doesn't look bad. So yeah, if you guys like to see how I got this look, then keep watching.
See, I tried giving love in the past, but I guess he was saving best for last. Oh God, just show it off. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh God, just show it off.
Hey guys, this is Jerica. Welcome to my channel. So I'm starting off this tutorial with my usual concealer in C2 by Makeup Revolution as my eyeshadow base. This is in the color C2 because I need it to be a white consistency so that you can see the color that you see here. I'm going to be going in with the Zulu palette and using the yellow shade with my Morphe brush and putting that down first. And then I'm going to blend in the purple color. I really tried to blend this look together this time because last time I did a look like this, it looked so terrible because I just plopped the colors down, didn't really blend them. So I really tried to blend them a lot better this time, even though it was kind of hard because blending purple into yellow, it just, I don't know, it wasn't a good idea, but you know, here we are. So I'm going to continue to use that purple shade and also in the Zulu palette, which I'm going to regret later because this shade stains your eyelids. So you know that's going to be kind of hard to get off my face when I wash it. But then I'm going in with that same concealer and cutting my crease up pretty high since this is going to be technically a double cut crease. So I'm cutting it and making that wing shape, which did not really come out like I planned. But you know, once you start your face and you see what mistakes you made, you just try and work with it and try and go around it. So then I'm going to blend that concealer into my face or into my eye so that it's not have any, you know, harsh lines or anything, so that the eyeshadow will go down smoother. And for this glittery gold shade, I'm using the Juvia's Place highlighter in Nefertiti. It's not an eyeshadow, it's actually a face highlighter, but I use it as an eyeshadow because there's so much of it and it's just a really pretty shimmery gold color. So I really like that. So I'm using that color first and not going all the way up to what I just cut. I'm leaving a gap in between there because this is why it's a double cut crease. And then I'm taking that NYX Vivid Bright liner in, I don't know what shade it's in, but it's in a yellow, the neon yellow color. And then I'm like lining that with that liner. And then I'm going back in the Zulu palette, I cannot talk, and put this purple shade down, and I'm just lining out where I'm going to be putting the purple color so I don't screw it up, because I did not feel like, you know, refilming this tutorial. So I'm hoping you guys can follow along with this. This is not really beginner friendly, so I do apologize. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and pack that purple color and trace out where I'm going to have it so that I don't cover that yellow shade that I just put down. Well, the yellow liner, not the yellow shade. And then I'm going in with the purple and just putting the color down. It didn't come out as pigmented as I had wanted it to in this video, but trust me, it ended up coming out great because I ended up adding more later that I didn't film. If you see me looking off to the side, I was watching Desperate Housewives. But I'm going back in with the gold glittery eyeshadow and putting that, like, kind of like blending them two together so there's no harsh bulky lines because that looks disgusting. Then I'm going to go in with the NYX Gold glitter liner and put that over the shimmery highlighter that I just put down, just to add a little bit more oomph to the look, if that makes sense, because I like glitter, and anytime I can use some glitter, I'm going to use some glitter. So I put some glitter on top just to make it look better, added my beads and the trapped lashes. Now I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty hydrating primer because y'all know this is my new holy grail primer, at least for the winter. I don't know how it's going to work out in the summer, but as of right now, it is absolutely bomb, and it just makes my foundation look so good. So I'm just rubbing that in, and it feels so good. This primer is just a breath of fresh air to my face because my face gets really dry in the winter. So if you have dry skin, ladies, and your foundation looks really cracky and cakey, please invest into this because it's just so good. Then I'm going in with the Benefit Cosmetics Professional Primer, and the hydrating one, not the regular one. It's the hydrating one they just came out with, which is also heaven sent. And I'm using my Juvia's Place foundation, you guys. You know, we already know that this makes me look like Trump when I first put it on. Like, it's super orange, you know. But after I do my whole face, it doesn't look so Trumpy. So we're just going to ignore how it looks. You know, I'm just going to put it on and wherever I need it to be using this foundation brush. And then I'm going to blend it out with my foundation, my actual foundation brush, you know, that buffing brush is what it's called. And I'm going to blend it in. And then I'm going to use this Real Technique sponge and blend it in some more, because you know, with makeup all you got to do is blend. You know, you can never blend too much. Well, you can, but with foundation you really need to make sure that it's blended, because it does not look good when it's not. So we're also using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Mocha, and this is also hydrating since I have dry skin, so I use hydrating concealer first, and I'm going to blend that out with my Real Technique sponge as well after I use my Morphe brush. And y'all know this is the infamous face for women who do their makeup. I don't know what this does, but it like pulls your face out of the way so you can blend your concealer. I don't know. It just really helps to do that, as you can see. And then I go on top with my ColourPop Cosmetics, you know, No Filter Concealer in Dark 40. This is a matte concealer, but it's okay because I went in with the hydrating concealer first, so this will not get cakey and it won't crease or do anything like that. So after I blend my concealer, I guess I didn't show myself using my contour, but I did do a contour with my Makeup Revolution concealer, the darker concealer in C16. So you see me taking the butt of the sponge and going over the concealer to make sure there's no harsh lines. And then I'm taking my Sacha Buttercup powder. This whole thing is nothing new. I do this in every one of my videos now. So I'm pressing the powder in because it's just so much better when you press your powder. Girls, ladies, press your powder. We are not baking in 2020, even though it's kind of like baking, but I'm pressing it in instead of just plopping it on top and letting it sit. So when you press it in, it really makes your face look flawless. It makes your makeup last longer. And I don't know, it just looks so good. This is probably my favorite part of makeup, doing the setting powder. And then I'm going to brush it away with a big fluffy powder brush. You can use any powder brush you have to do this. Just make sure you brush away all of the excess powder, because you don't want any flashback in your photos, because flashback is horrible. So you're going to dust that away, and it should dust away pretty easily if you're using a loose setting powder. Then I'm going in with the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in Deep and pressing that into my skin as well. So I'm pressing and then I'm going to rub in a circle to kind of blend it in together. This just brings everything together and adds further coverage and makes your makeup last longer as well. So this is a powder that I'm going to be continuing to use. Then I'm taking my Nika K New York Contour Kit and I'm just carving my cheeks out again, because again, we love snatched cheekbones. And then I'm taking my Fenty Beauty bronzer and putting that on my cheeks. Even though I don't think I'm gonna buy this bronzer again, it was cool, but as you can see, it doesn't show up that great. So it's like, you know, the next shade is probably too red, so I don't know, but it's really pretty. And then I'm using my MAC Fix Plus and I'm covering my eyebrows because I don't want my eyebrows to get shiny. And for lips, we're using the ColourPop Brown Lip Liner in BFF3. And I'm also going to go in with the Morphe lipstick and Commit. This is my new favorite lip combination. But I decided to keep it matte today. I didn't add any gloss. But that was it. After I go in with my highlighter from Morphe, the same highlighter I always use, that is it for this makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. And if you did, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you to all my new subscribers and people who are watching my videos. I love you guys and I appreciate each and every one of you. But that's it. So I hope you guys have a good day.